The mother is in the custody of Children's Service, or I'm sorry, the daughter is in the custody of Children's Services at this point, and the mother she's been out from her jail sentence for a while, so I'm not sure exactly what her whereabouts are, but I know that she's safer than she had been.
I'm sorry, you say she was out from her jail sentence? What do you mean by that?
Well, she was originally charged as well as part of this case.
How was she charged as part of this case if, according to these allegations, she was held captive by 3 suspects along with her daughter? Just trying to fill in the blanks here, sir.
Well, the condition of the child when the child was in her care
I see.
Necessitated a criminal charge as part of the state complaint that it developed into this federal case once the seriousness nature of the allegations came forth. We contacted the FBI and they contacted the United States Attorney, and that was shortly after the suspects were indicted. And they've been working together with detectives from my agency.
Can you give me, Chief, an idea of the timeline? When were these two? When was the mother and the daughter found? How were they found?
October of last year, the mother was charged with shoplifting, and the officers that took that complaint detected that there was other issues aside from the shoplifting. We've had numerous involvements with this group of people, and because they were astute enough and paid attention to what the woman was saying, they picked up that there was something wrong. And in the course of that investigation and through the course of interviewing her, they discovered the rest of these facts slowly. She revealed what had been going on.
So this woman, thank goodness she was shoplifting for her sake. So she was shoplifting for the people who had held her captive, and she, based upon the astuteness of people around, realized something was a little fishy, started asking questions, and that is how you're saying that she was found, and then she
Correct.
led them to her daughter.
It was a long process of developing information and corroborating testimony from other individuals that had seen what had gone on but had not reported it. The detectives and the FBI agent involved in this worked well together and did a great job of tracking these folks down and eliciting this information from them.
How long had she been missing? How long was she allegedly kidnapped?
She really wasn't missing. She just was living with those folks, and the condition under which she was living was not made known to anyone other than some of the inner circle of the group.
So she was on her own free will, living with these suspects who are
Correct.
Allegedly beating her and frightening her with pit bulls and snakes? Doesn't make sense to me.
Well, the case is what it is, and we can only go with what the facts are.
You said that these suspects were indicted. What are the charges they're facing?
The state charges were subsequently dropped as a result of the new federal charges. So I'm not sure what the status was of that. But for the federal charges, you'd have to contact the U.S. Attorney.
Okay, we'll do that. Was she, when she apparently willingly started living with this group of individuals, was she with her daughter at the time?
Correct.
She was with her daughter at the time. What more can you share about this story?
I really can't go into any details.
Okay.
Again, it's the U.S. Attorney's case at this point, and I'm really not at liberty to share any of that without their approval.
Okay.